Okay, so we're here in the Lair. Lair 1, we just killed a Maimon and found a demon with the venom. So we're going to keep exploring. We're going to hope that we don't find anything else super nasty. Wow, we found multiple scrolls of enchant weapon. Just going to keep loading this up. The other thing that's really nice about finding this demon whip is this now enables us, so we were going to have to put a lot of experience into maces and flails, and now because we're already at minimum delay, this can allow us to get our defenses up without sacrificing our offense, particularly preparing us for better gear that we can find. We don't really need a whole lot of extra armor skill to reduce the penalties on our scale mail. Okay, so this is pretty bad. Joseph's got a Sling of Flaming and a Wand of Mind Burst. So we're going to go ahead and put on our Ring of Fire. And we have a Wyvern next to us. We're going to go ahead and use a Potion of Might. So we get the Wyvern dead pretty easily. Thank you, Castle, for the Freezing Cloud. That really saved our butts right there. Like, big time. Big time. So, take that Ring of Fire off. Try and rest up. Alright, so we got lava snakes and stuff. We're going to put our Ring of Fire back on. And it doesn't really seem like there's a reason to pursue those lava snakes at the moment. Like, they do 3d10 damage, but pretty easy to kill. But they're going to do a lot of damage. So let's go around to the other side. And let's see if there's a better way that we can approach them. Right? Because we're a Barachi, we have an increased line of sight. So it makes approaching, wow, electric eels too. Right, let's just get out of here. We don't have any resist electricity. So let's just put an exclusion there and there. And that should cover a lot of our auto-explore needs. So we got this kind of fancy stone bridge over this river, and we're going to stick to the river. It runs kind of longitudinally across the Lair. You know, we're a frog, we're amphibious. So it gives us a little ability to retreat, even though this is a whole big wide open area. Hey, so 10 more charges on Wand of Flame. We're going to pick up some more evocations. We'll bring that up to 6. Because we got Mind Burst. We got more Wand of Flame. Vulnerability. Scroll vulnerability. That is something that could help us. Well, water moccasin. We probably take it. Yeah, we took like 4 swings or so. Scroll identify. Nice. Fog, kill him 2 hits. So we're pretty susceptible. Put another exclusion here. So we're going to have to come back to this area. So we got basically some gold and experience in this ghost vault. No real reason to charge in. So are any of these other downstairs better for us? I'd say possibly the downstairs that are by the water. And that way we could, if we're needing to run away from layer 2 to layer 1, we could come up and we could hop into the water. Tactically, that's probably the best staircase from that perspective. Alright, so let's go down to layer 2. Alright, so we got a 6-headed Hydra. Just bad news. We're probably not going to be able to run away. What's our success on Mind Burst? Only 47%. So we're probably going to have to cast Upheaval. Let's start off with the Wand of Roots. Okay, that did not work. Now there are also Yaks following. So what we're going to do, we're going to position ourselves a little better. Cast 1 Upheaval, 2 Upheavals, almost dead, so that's good. And then we'll cast a Wand of Flame, and then we'll smack it. So we use some Piety. Damn, there's another Hydra. There are also Yaks coming, so let's try and hop near this staircase. We don't really, we can take these out, probably, but we don't want to risk it. It would suck if we lost, our last pip of Piety. Okay, so there's another Wand of Roots. There's a potion we haven't seen before up here. And unfortunately, we're pretty close to where this Hydra was. So let's go down another set of stairs. Oh no, and the other set of stairs is down here by the lava snakes. We can still get to it. And we are still wearing that Ring of Fire. Let's make sure to take it off. That's probably pretty dangerous, the fact that we left it on. But anyhow, we go down these stairs. We're kind of far away from where the Hydra was. Picking up some gold, picking up some Potion of Curing. And we're kind of getting into that territory that we were at before. So let's retreat back to the staircase and pick a different direction. We do have a Wand of Digging. So as long as we stick kind of to this exterior wall, we do have the ability to make ourselves a little tunnel of sorts. There's some deep water here. Nice. Boulder Beetle. Yeah, definitely not nice. It's like the total opposite of what we want. The Boulder Beetle, I don't believe they can hop and stuff, but I don't believe they can cross the heavy water, or the deep water. So, we do have our Whip of Venom, and it's probably in our favor. So let's see. Try and get some poison stacks on it. Did a lot of damage, so now we'll just wait. And the poison did end up killing the Boulder Beetle. So we're in a bit of a bind here, because we're backed into this corner, and there's also a Hydra here. And we want to maintain as much line of sight as possible so that we can use Upheaval. But if we can lure the Hydra into the water, we can also use our Flame Wand to generate steam clouds. 50-50 shot on Mind Burst. Let's go ahead and use this vulnerability scroll. Okay, now we have a 3/4 chance. 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. So we used all of our Mind Burst. Let's get the Hydra into the water with our flame. So we'll wait, use the Wand of Flame, swing at it, swing at it, swing at it. And that's pretty dangerous, right? Because Hydras do like 18 damage per head. They have 6 heads. But that's a decent use for the Scroll of Vulnerability. We haven't found any paralysis wands, which would be probably a lot better, but again, we're not there. So we're getting, armor and dodging up, not getting evasion from our dodging. So we'll stop that at 6. Keep our armor up, 12, fighting up to 13. Then let's see what happens when we put on this kite shield, because we're at 11, 11, 9. And if we put on the kite shield, we're at 11, 10, 13. So now we only lost 1 evasion rating, but we got 4 shield rating. So we're going to roll with this kite shield for a while. Our attack delay is slowed quite a bit. We do need the DPS. But since we're mostly fighting single target, we're going to stick with the kite shield. In fact, we'll focus this. I'll bring it up to 10. Let's get a little extra experience. So we got Yaks. It's only 1, but when there's 1, there's usually more. And somehow got distracted, and it's like, as noisy as we are, this storm frog we are. So we're going to go down here to this corridor. And fighting that yak 1 by 1 ended up being no big deal. Potion of Degeneration, bad. Drop that. Potion of Resistance, very good. More charges of Wand of Flame, so it's good we're bringing our evocations up. A Lightning Rod, even better. Electric Eel. Let's see, can we one-shot it with the Wand of Flame? Can we two-shot it? No, because we missed. But it stood in the steam cloud, so take it. Really feels like our piety ought to be increasing soon. We really want that 3rd pip. And then that gives us more buffer to continue to use upheaval. But then, importantly, it also opens up the 2nd invocable ability of Kazlal, which will allow us to summon elementals. So we're lucky enough to be here in this corridor fighting these yaks, and because of our shield and our demon whip, this is basically free experience. So this is really fantastic. Very fortunate that we found this demon whip. So we're going to continue exploring. We had to use some tricks, so to speak, to kill the Hydras. Get this Tyrant Leech, and they do a shit ton of damage. They probably, we can try using a lightning rod on it once it gets closer. We definitely don't want to pollen. Oh god, there's two of them. Okay, so we gotta run away. The running away doesn't feel very good, but can we get one of them? It's 50-50 chance on hitting us. They do 35 damage. They're slow, so we might be able to outrun them. Yeah, let's get one of them. And let's hop. They swim quickly, so that's not going to help us. So let's see if we really can outrun it. Alright, so let's use Rod. Fortunately, it's not doing the damage we were hoping for. Let's use Wand of Roots. Nice, nice. Alright, three hits of the Lightning Rod and a Wand of Roots, and that Tyrant Leech is dead. We did not get into melee. Now there might be more leeches. There's the swamp entrance. So we'll auto-explore. Komodo Dragon. Ring. Yeah, we'll use the lightning rod on it. And level 12. We got some dexterity, so that helps our evasion. We have a ring of seeing invisible, so let's put that on. Probably not much in the lair that will be invisible, but don't have anything better to put on. Alright, so here's that last Tyrant Leech. We're not going to be able to use a lightning rod. Let's see, can we outrun it, or are we merely keeping pace? Pace. Poison probably isn't a bad thing. We're going to use a Wand of Roots on it. And then we're going to try and get some more distance. And get some poison stacks on it. And then we're going to hop away. Try to. Didn't really get us much further away. So it's got 2 stacks of poison. So now what we're doing is we're kiting, and we're just going to hope that Kazlal gives us something good. Nice. Standing in a frozen cloud. That's kind of exactly what we needed. Thanks, Kazlal. Done exploring Lair 2. So when we consider the staircases down, probably at a decent one. Alright, what's in Lair 3? A Wave of Frost. So we're pretty close to the Frost Cave. Because we've got a bunch of white imps. They're probably white imps. Let's put on we're going to put on our Ring of Ice. We'll pull this water moccasin up and check out the stats on the white apes. So we can one-shot them. They don't do much melee damage. The throw frost can be bad, but most of them are blocking line of sight, so we're not really going to get hit by too many frost spells. And plus, we are wearing our ring of ice. So the main upside that we could find going into the ice cave is going to be the experience. Let's go up and not fight 5 things at once. We can do 2 things at once. And that's probably good because we got this Komodo dragon coming up on us, and they bite for a lot of damage. Alright. It's working out pretty well. So, the thing with the ice cave that could really suck is that there's often a lot of really powerful enemies. So we can go in there, we can see if there's stuff there that we can kill, but it seems pretty likely that we're going to have to run away. Sometimes they're easy, the ice caves. This one is a small one. We have scale mail of cold resist. That would be good. We don't have invisibility, which is something that we would like to have to fight these simulacrum. We do have a wand of flame. We do also have upheaval. And if we are lucky enough to get some fire clouds, we have a pretty good chance at summoning fire elementals. So let's check out this. Causes elemental force, moderate piety, 5 mana, and it causes our elemental clouds to coalesce into friendly elementals. So it doesn't look like that we choose which cloud. So let's just hope it's fire clouds. And the most damaging thing that we can possibly do, let's check out the damage. So Death Yak Simulacrum is going to do like 60 damage a hit. So that's probably what we have to kill first. How much does the white ugly thing do? Yeah, all these just do tons and tons of damage. We could very easily die. The king toads. So if we're really going to fight these, we're going to need a potion of resistance. Alright, so let's do that. Let's make sure we have... Okay, so we got 2 pips of cold resistance. Alright, wand of flame. Screw that, we're going to have to do upheaval. Alright, upheaval again. So they created some lava. So we have a frozen cloud here. We have a scroll of poison, that's not going to help. We have a wand of roots that, I don't know, using. Let's use that might potion. And let's try and hop away. And now we'll use our wand of flame. Alright, we took them all out. So, we got some spells. We got a +1 scale mail, cold resist, so we're just going to immediately put that on. Get an extra armor class, and extra resist. So, we could go into this next level. What we have in the next level is Identify, Gold, and a Wand of Flame. If we were a ranged character, this Ruined Arbalest would be really nice to have, but these ice statues are not something that we're going to be able to take out. So we are not going to go any further into this ice cave. But we did get ourselves an armor upgrade. Was it worth using the resistance and the might? Probably not. But it was good to get the experience. It was. Alright, so let's go back to the lair. We're gonna try and stick near these staircases. Polar bear. Okay, so those do a pretty significant amount of damage, but we should be able to handle it. So we attack really quickly, and the poison stacks will help. Nice. Photo Dragon, another Wand of Roots. So we're going to step to the side so the statues don't block our line of fire. Throw some poison darts. Basically, any little benefit is worth it, because the utility of these darts, like the end game, eventually they're not going to be something that we use, so we may as well use them now. And they really aren't mulching very often. Interesting, this cane toad is running away from us. I wonder if it's because of these clouds. Like it's thinking that it can't path to us. Well, whatever, we'll just keep trying to poison him. And we're going to go back into this hallway so we don't fight the toad and the moccasin simultaneously. We'll fight them sequentially, but not simultaneously. Alright, our dodging went up to 6. You know, and our evasion really isn't changing much. But that's okay. We're gonna hold off on more ranks on the dodging, and instead we're gonna get another rank of evocations. We're still training fighting. That's something that'll affect our accuracy and damage and health. At this point, it's probably better to train fighting than skill. So let's make sure there are no cloaks. There's that glowing scarf we found. That's in the vault, and we have not found any boots. So, same with that dyed leather armor. View it and just make sure. I think that dyed leather armor was being guarded by something bad. Okay, so all we're doing now is we're doing control find, and we're checking out what items have spawned the game. So we looked for ego. We're also going to look for artifacts. You know, there is that dragon armor shop. And we could transition to gold dragon scales. We don't quite have enough gold for that. There we go. Alright, so there's an entrance to the spider nest. Let's stay away from that, especially because we can hear enemies angrily making noises at us. There's a wand there we haven't identified. Oh no, we got petrified by the basilisk. Do we have any cancellation? We might. Alright, we're just gonna hope that this is cancellation. It is. Okay, so we're gonna shut that door. Let's try to hop away. You know, we're at a pretty safe location to fight the basilisk. Like, honestly. Damn, getting petrified again. Alright, well, we're just gonna smack it and hope that it doesn't kill us. Alright, it didn't kill us. We're getting our piety up a little more. We're not quite at 4 pips. We want to make sure to keep getting piety. See if we can find out that one. Might be paralysis, might be acid. We don't really know what it'll be. Paralysis, very nice. Get our Evo up to 8. Alright, a scroll we haven't seen yet. We're just gonna read it. Enchant armor, very nice. And that scale mail is the best thing we found so far. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we've got these elephants. Normally these elephants come in packs, and then they also trample and push you back, which is going to reduce our ability to run away. So let's take this. Alright, well, we tried to, and then that's kind of exactly what happens with these elephants. And we're at the end of this hallway, so if they trample us, we're going to have to run away. But if we fight things one by one, it increases our ability, because we're fighting things one by one and we're using the shield, it increases our survivability. So these elephants are basically free experience as long as we can position ourselves appropriately. So right now, getting fighting up, and then we're making sure to boost our armor and boost our shields while still maintaining some evocations. Maybe once we get 4 pips of piety, start putting some more into invocations. Hey look, it's a Casal altar. We'll offer a prayer. Thanks, Casal. So we now have enough gold to get that gold dragon armor. We are not going to do that. Alright, so how are we going to kill this Hydra? Guess we can try and poison it. Now let's use Upheaval. Use it once, use it twice, and it's like almost dead. Okay, well it's more like half. Alright, let's use it a third time. Taking chances. Nice. And then one swing and it's dead. So we now have some ice magic at our disposal. Again, not super keen on taking on spellcasting at the moment. If we did decide to go spells, we'd have to put all of our experience into that. And we only have 10 intelligence, so we'd probably have to use worse armor. And it's just not really a good combo. Because we put so much experience into armor. If we don't wear the heavy armor, that's, it's not to say you can't, but it's just we don't get to realize that benefit. So we made it. How far did we make it? We made it halfway through the lair. Actually in an okay spot. It's going to be really important that we balance our offensive capability with our defenses. It's going to be really important that we keep playing positionality to our advantage. And that we are wise with our resources, because we don't have very many consumables. We don't have any heal wounds. We don't have any blinking. Our resists are not fantastic. They don't need to be fantastic. Right, let's take this Ring of Ice off. But we do have an Amulet Faith, and that's something that's helped us quite a bit. Upheaval has really saved us, so we're pretty close to where we want to get more invocations, but we'll give it a little more time. Let's go. Actually, let's get it up to 7. And then all these skills right now are probably on track. So, thanks for watching our Barachi. This is our first Barachi that we played. Actually, I take that back. We played 2 Barachis. One of them made it to level 6, and then one of them died after 100 turns. So it's not our first, but consider it basically our first. And we're also on a streak, so the stakes are high. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. Hope you can find some silence and inner peace. Take care. Welcome back. We are a level 12 Barachi of Casval. We're a frog halfway through the lair. And we are gonna see if we can make it out alive. We've never been to the lair with a Barachi. In fact, this is only our 3rd Barachi ever. So we're going maces and flails. In the beginning of the lair, we found ourselves a demon whip from a Maimon, and we've been going deeper ever since. So that's what we're about to do. Let's check out Lair 4. So on this staircase, we have several elephants. We definitely don't want to go down. Take the elephants, but we don't want to get trampled and pushed off the staircase. We've been making pretty good use of our Bond of Flame, especially because there's been a good amount of water in the lair so far. Ring of Resist Corrosion. That's a great find. And that's good timing because we just found 2 Oclop plants. Let's go ahead and put a Ring of Ice on. Let's hop towards this Rhyme Drink. Alright, it's time to fight these elephants. And Kazal's clouds don't really come in handy in corridors, which is where we want to do the majority of our fighting. But it does help in instances like that, where we've got a little bit of an open area. Alright, we haven't had to deal with blink frogs yet. So this is another instance where we're gonna basically just try to poison the frogs. And then have Caslal's clouds hopefully help us as much as possible. And again, this Demon Whip of Venom is a nice pickup. Doesn't look like these Oclop plants are guarding anything particularly valuable. But we'll deal with that later. So let's see what the last level of Lair looks like. Alright, we feel an oppressive heat about us, so we know there's a volcano on the level. We do have a scroll of magic mapping. Don't have any fire resist except a ring of fire. Ring of wizardry. Cool. Let's go ahead and read that scroll of magic mapping. We're not going to get shafted. We already have some scrolls of fear, so we probably don't need it. It's not going to make or break us in the volcano. So let's get closer to this volcano. It's a spiral opening, and we have to approach it from this one direction. Unfortunately, we're getting pretty close to the middle of the lair. The middle of the lair ending. So as you can see, there's kind of a small island in the middle of a bunch of shallow water rocks, kind of like a underground cave structure. And we could end up finding hydras, folk. Who knows? We really don't want to deal with that. And we're going to go ahead and put our ring of fire on right now. Let's make sure we have room in our inventory, which we do. So let's get into this volcano. Now in the volcano, one thing that can happen is that the whole place can get swarmed with fire clouds. Now actually this really isn't a concern for us because we're immune to clouds. So that's something that we're well positioned to deal with due to our following castle. And until this point in Lair, we've been using lots and lots of Castl's abilities. We've been lucky enough that we are finally getting to where we're not needing to use those abilities nearly so much. So we're getting our invocations up a little bit more. And then we're kind of getting our armor and shields and Evo up. Since we were basically rushing our weapon skill for a while. So, we're kind of at a good experience level. Let's raise these up a little more. So because we're Barachi, we have a much higher line of sight, and that makes dealing with ranged characters, a ranged enemy, is a lot more dangerous for us. So we're immune to this steam, which is nice. We're not immune to the steam blast, but we are immune to the cloud itself. And again, Our whole goal is to try and find as many things in single target battle as possible. And that means that our shield is put to maximum use. Damn, son. Susceptible to cold. We don't have Ice Blast, do we? Probably can't paralyze it. There is a cold. Could try and get a water elemental. Can we Mind Burst it? Yeah, we Mind Burst it and took its HP to half, so that was nice. So we now got this message that our legs feel stronger. And look at that, we can hop much further in the distance now. Not quite toward the edge of our line of sight, but close. So we gotta be really careful. These smoke demons can smite. Yeah, we really should not have aged the way we did just now. Alright, we gotta hop away from this sun demon, then we're gonna cast Upheaval. Try and kill it. We got lucky with a blast of ice. Alright, so let's rest up. So this is pretty dangerous right now. Holy moly. Got way too close to death on that one. Really don't have a good way of dealing with those sun demons. We burned both our scrolls of fear. Still gonna push on because we're greedy. There's a sleeping fire dragon. How dangerous are they? Pretty dangerous. Got heal wounds. We have nice chainmail. We have a 1 in 3 chance to paralyze. Alright, do we have anything else besides that dragon? Alright, now it's shooting stuff at us. So, we're gonna try and paralyze it. That's what we think is gonna be the best thing to do. Alright, we got the paralyze in. Alright. That's a relief. Let's pick up this arbalest. Scroll of fog. Chainmail of fire resist. Cloak of fire resist. Nice, we don't even have a cloak yet. Heal wounds. Magic potion. Yeah, we got ourselves some nice look. Alright, so we're gonna leave the volcano now. We'll be back very shortly. Alright, and we're back. We are just exiting a volcano where we very nearly died facing off a sun demon. So we now no longer have any scrolls of fear, which is not so good. But alas, that's Crawl. We did pick up chainmail. We did pick up a cloak of resist fire, so let's compare our scale mail and chainmail. Our scale mail gives us resist cold, which is nice. And if we were to put on the chainmail, we go from 1611 to 1909. We're going to go ahead and stay with the scale mail. Keep our evasion up a little bit. And diversify our resist. We had to use a bunch of piety as well. So we're going to hope that we can go for a while without using very much so we can build it back up. Got electric eels fighting us. And that's why we had a wand of flame. Can basically one-shot them with the steam. Alright, so this is looking a little dangerous. We got multiple death yaks. We may have to use our might just to do enough damage. And we just have to absolutely make sure that we attack them one by one. Yeah, we're going to use might. Yeah, big old crowds, big old crowds. So luckily we have poison. So even these death yaks in the back are taking some damage. And we maybe did not actually need to use the might potion, but we are certainly winning decisively, and that's kind of the goal. Alright, we're back up to 3 pips of piety. That's exactly what we needed. We're gonna think about picking our weapon skill back up. It's basically the only way we can kill things. Our shields is pretty expensive. We'll get 1 more rank. Alright, that is kind of what we were playing. Armor, let's take up to 13 though. It'd be really nice to find a source of regeneration. So we could be tempted to pick up that loot, but the thing is, there's no sense risking. Like, the loot's gonna stay there. No one else is gonna pick it up. We really want to avoid is being overwhelmed by enemies. So up these stairs is probably where that Oklop vault is. We don't really want to go up there. So let's get back to somewhere safe. So we're just manually exploring around the perimeter of Lair. And we know we have this vault that is potentially pretty dangerous in the middle. Usually the end of a branch is difficult. Alright, so the center of Lair has a bunch of electric eels, vampire mosquitoes. Neither one of those are a huge threat as long as we can approach them on our own terms. Looks like we came across some cane toads and yaks. Again, not so bad as long as we can approach them on our own terms. Dream sheep. Now that's not good. So we're gonna come around the corner and block line of sight. Sheep normally come in packs. Alright, well we finally got up to 4 pips of piety. So we now get repel missiles, and when we take elemental damage, we adapt our resist. Both powerful. And then kind of, the more piety you get with Castle, the better the storm surrounding you becomes. If you just look, you can see, a third of the tiles in a 2-tile radius are turning into clouds. Right, so we're amphibious, so I'm gonna have a relatively easy time. We still have this Tyrant Mage to deal with. And they do a lot of damage. Gratefully, we do more. So they move fast in the water. Thanks, Casval, for the clouds. So what do we have in this treasure vault? Probably more enemies. Should be smart and approach it from a different direction first, because nothing in here is gonna help us survive this vault. Looks like we got some nice stuff though. Normally in a vault like this, you would expect some merfolk. Haven't seen them yet. That doesn't mean there are. Nice. Pick up a scroll of fear. If we knew we were going to go castle, we might have. Alright, cool. Phantom Mirror. Condenser Vein. Potion of Might. +5 ring mail. Port Scroll. And a glaive. Alright. So, our invocation's gonna stop at 9, Evo at 10. Yeah, seems like we're doing okay. So that's almost it for the lair. Let's go back to... Dungeon 5. Because there was a ruined vault there. Ooh, we got some more to deal with. We do have a condenser vein we could use. Let's see if we can just get out of line of sight. Snog went berserk, which is not really what we want. 1 in 3 chance to paralyze. Let's go for it. Alright, we're just gonna keep attacking. Alright, let's hop away. Let's use our Wand of Flame. And now we'll use our Wand of Roots. Kobold Demonologist. Let's see if we can hop towards them. Oh god, there's lots of them. Condenser vein it is. Alright, well that was scary. Alright, back to Dungeon 5. So let's go to this root vault. It's a castle. Castle Minotaur Fighter. What else do we have? Gastronaut. Do we really want to fight Gastronaut? Man, they do a lot of damage. We have no willpower. So we don't really want to fight Gastronaut. So let's go to Dungeon 9. There's a ruined vault up here. So let's check it out. Multiple Spriggans. An artifact spear. We're immune to ensorcelled hibernation. Nice. That's going to be a tough-ish fight. Because the Spriggans do a lot of damage, so we'll have to come back to that. Let's go back to Lair 1. And now that we have some resists, take out these electric eagles, and we'll be able to take out the lava snakes too. Well, that was a cool little snake vault. Let's check out this root vault. We have a Mace of Chaos that's itself a reason to not deal with it. Okay. So where do we go from here? We have not yet found the Orcish mines. We don't want to clear out the Aqua Vault or Gastronaut. So I guess we'll go deeper in the dungeon. Alright, we got marked, which is not good. Do we have any cancellation? We do. Let's use it. And let's head back to these upstairs. We'll check out that shop later. Alright, let's put our See Invisible ring on. And those shadows can do a lot of damage. At least when they're invisible. We see them, they don't get the bonus damage. Alright, so let's make our way back to that antique armor shop. We'll pick up a scroll of magic mapping on the way, which is nice because we could still get shafted. Let's take an alternate route. Alright, so what do we find? Wow. Artifact helmet and an artifact Quicksilver Dragon Scales. A pair of ruined boots. So we've not found boots and our helmet is plain. So let's get both of those. +2 boots of rampaging, which is amazing. And a +0 helmet with resist fire, resist poison, and 9 magic points, which also is pretty amazing. So that was a very nice find. Very nice find. It means we don't have to wear our poison resist ring. There was a scarf, but we already have a fire resist. Let's put that on our shopping list anyway. Alright, well, we cleared out Dungeon 11. Let's see if the Orcish Mines are on Dungeon 12. They are. So, there's a distillery and an armor shop right here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy all of these heal wounds and the Invis Potion. You've yet to discover the Invis Potion. Right? Let's make our way to the armor shop, but not stray too far from the stairs. In fact, we're going to retreat back. Because there's like 5 hellhounds chasing us. and Azrael. So let's try and take these hellhounds one by one. And there's a manticore. So let's exclude that staircase. We have good fire resist, but there's no sense attacking all these enemies at once. You know, it's not like the armor shop has a, hey, you bought this item and you immediately win the game. You can come back to the armor shop. Nessos. Yikes. That's super dangerous for us. Yeah, super dangerous. Nessos closed in on melee though, and has yet to blink away. So we ended up killing them. Which, not going to complain about that. Azrael now has noticed us. Azrael has rolled damnation. So let's isolate these hellhounds. Attack them one by one. And then we'll go down and try and fight Azrael. Okay. Never mind. They stayed at a distance for damnation. Alright. A hat of harm. We have some robes, which we're probably not going to use. Robe of mayhem. Yeah, we're not going to use that. And plus 12 crystal plate armor, which would more than double our armor class. So we'll consider that. Alright. Kind of scared of Azrael at the moment, but I need to be able to take them out. A pretty good chance of paralyzing them. They're not close at the distance, though. Well, they are now. I think I'm going to use upheaval. Hope that it's ice. Well, we have Rampage, so let's charge him. Alright, see ya, Azrael. Wow, Francis. That iron shot. Yeah, we gotta get away from Francis big time. So we're definitely in a bind here. They hasted themselves. Let's just see what kind of success we have on paralysis. None, so that's not really an option. We can try a different staircase, see what's down there. Wow. Let's use our condenser vein and get acid clouds for everybody, which is basically the best case scenario. So let's go ahead and do something to try and keep these slime creatures in the acid cloud. So we'll cast Wand of Roots. Didn't quite get them all. Let's do the same for Urug. Nice. And that killed everything. How fortunate. Now Urug was carrying a great mace. Be a 50% per hit damage upgrade. We'd have to ditch our shield though. It wouldn't be much of an upgrade because we don't have the armor skill, or the weapon skill for it. Let's pick up one more level of throwing, just for the net. Alright, so we hear some enemies in the distance. Alright, let's use our Phantom Mirror on Francis. Nice. Best case scenario right there, fellas. Another Scroll of Fear. Barachi. Yeah, let's pick that up. So we do get shafted from dungeon 12 to 13. We make a lot of noise, so this is kind of dangerous, but we didn't get much further deeper than we already were. We'd like to save our magic mapping if at all possible. So there's a troll after us. Luckily we kill it. Centaurs after us. Big centaur pack. So we're going to position ourselves so that We're going to use the Centaur Warrior to block the line of fire, so the Centaurs have to close the distance. They fell for it, so get to kill them all. Hey, how do we have extra armor class? Is that a castle power? Yeah, we get 3 extra armor class when we're attacked, which is nice. Our dodging is pretty cheap, so our expected return on it is not high, but we really ought to get some. A scroll we haven't read. Linking. Very nice. Well, where it resist corrosion? Catablapus. Now it's not going to be a good time to test whether we're immune to the calcifying dust. Cyclops battle. Box of bees. Yes. Centaur warrior, not nice. Scroll of achievement weapon. We'll pick it up. And we should consider swapping out our Amulet of Faith. The piety gain is really nice, but wait until we're maxed out. Alright, Dungeon 13 clear. We'll be right back, we'll put it on our playtime. here we are. And we are gonna come up to Dungeon 12, finish exploring. So there's one wraith that makes us think there might be more, and there might be Josephine on this level. Or Josephine. So let's finish clearing 13. Oh, we already did. Let's go down to 14. This is bad. I'll have to use that scroll of fear. And that's a little dangerous for us. Alright, so the ugly things are chasing us now, or at least are aware that we're here. Alright, so that lightning rod did some nice help in this corridor. gotta close the distance to this boulder beetle, so we'll hop towards them. Get some poison stacks up, break the line of sight. Once they hopped away, they died from the poison. Alright, so we found the entrance to the vaults. Lots of enemies wearing lots of stuff that we don't want to deal with. And ranged weapons at that. This might be a good time to use a condenser vein. Lots of fire, which is exactly what we need. Alright, let's get some strength. Alright, well, we cleared out dungeon 14. Let's go back to 12. And we're going to pause right there. Thanks for watching. When we come back, we're going to be going into the Orcish mines. And hoping that we can find a morning star or an evening star. Maybe some nice jewelry. An amulet would be nice. Scroll of acquirement. Anything like that. Alright. You can find some time today to truly appreciate something. Again, thanks for watching.